Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. I am Lord Forwind, still playing as Emperor Hades the Good of Moonreich and the Five-Wisted Dynasty. However, he is now growing old and infirm, so he will probably not last that long. Unfortunately, it seems that his son has fallen ill, so hopefully he doesn't die. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of trouble with our succession here. We do have a replacement heir. And then, of course, we have the females of the dynasty. But we did manage to successfully do a large vassalization war last time. And if I can get 600 or almost 700 gold, we can go after these guys down here. King Galahad the One Hand. And hopefully, hopefully we can get them to, we can take this one province, which would give us 10% more moral authority, which at this point would make a huge difference. Because we seem to be consistently struggling with heresy in our realm. The point that our chaplain can't convert anything. Oh, somebody just died. And a province was converted to our faith. Nice. Assign guardian, where you will assign the daughter. Yes. So the reason I'm assigning, or trying to assign, this next ruler to the daughter is so that I can hopefully force them to swap the religion and maybe even the culture if we're lucky. It's going to be tricky. This person's 2, so you got to imagine over the lifespan of a kitten. King Fluffy the third of Girlreich will eventually swap cultures and maybe even religions, or religions then maybe even cultures. It's probably the way it'll go. We've also got another castle built in our lands, which is good. Yeah, just trying to get some money. Hopefully our heir comes of age before our ruler dies. So we just inherited some land I don't want. Give it to this guy. One of our sons. We'll make him a chieftain. We don't particularly need the land, so putting him in charge of a tribe should get him somewhere. We're not going to bother observing this guy. Can't inspire this guy to get any better at the moment. So we made our son a rival because, or ambitious and probably a rival, because our ruler should die soon, I'm hoping. And once he dies, that guy will take over and should be a pretty good ruler. Oh, apparently our daughter had a bastard child. That's slightly a bit of a problem. Hospital does medium protection. That's not bad. Just wish there was a better way of getting more disease protection. Oh, hopefully they know Falcon lied or whatever. Free intrigue, even as our guy is slowly dying at the age of 60. We're not going to allow you to surprise us. False religion, they are king. Really want that one province. Oh, I can actually declare war for it. Okay. When I do, I lose a ton of piety and gold. People are upset with me. But I'm old and I'm dying. So let's do it anyway. Yes, we'll call King Grugi the Just into it. Because he's still around. And then we'll raise our levies and go to war, as usual. This should be a reasonably quick war. These guys are still tribal, so if we can take their tribal capital, they should collapse reasonably fast. They have a potential 16,000 vassal ally troops, though, so we're going to have to be very wary of that number. We've mustered 14,000. He's got roughly 6,000 on his own. Yeah, everybody's joining. We might actually struggle here. Oh, someone's adopted feudalism. Nicely done, nicely done. These guys are attacking one of my armies that looked weak. They're absolute idiots because they're going to get annihilated in that fight. And a slight enhancement to my newest castle. Come on, you don't have that much further to go. You can do this. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it this way. We just have to win enough battles and occupy the province, so it wouldn't be too hard. Question is, are we going to be suffering attrition while we march through these lands? Yes. Is it bad? Yeah, it's horrible. That's some nasty attrition. Okay. Not more feudalism adoption. Can we win this fight? Yes. Somehow my heavy cavalry carried the day, I think. Okay, merge you together. Take out that. We're gonna actually split this in half, send one to there, send one to there, I guess. Wait a second. Oh, that's Grugi's marching with the army. Okay, I was gonna go. My guy is he's almost dead of old age. Why in the world is he leading an army? Answer is he's not, which is good. Okay, we've got a 41% war score here, so we need a bit more land. So I probably should start moving on their capital, because that usually tends to be a good source of war score. Fortunately, we lost a battle before, which damaged our war score. Whoops, get in there, get in there, get in there. Oof. Please don't lose. Okay, phew. Somehow we won that. I think at this point I'm just going to charge straight at their capital. Oh, imitation dragon amulet. Not enough. 6 more war score. 3 more war score. How am I going to get this done? Our army is just been annihilated by attrition. It's kind of disgusting. 98. 100%. There we go. Okay. Take peace. We've stolen a singular province from that whole mess. Devastated our income. Devastated our stability. Did manage to maintain my retinue to some degree. And we gained control of a singular province who we're going to pass off to some random vassal. Give it to our daughter? No. We can give it to our kinsman though. If he converts. Snooks. Snooka 5 whiskers. Remember Snuka 5 Whiskers. And we will give you... Wait a second. First revoke that. Yeah. People will be unhappy with me over that, but now we can give out that land. Where are you, Snuka 5 Whiskers? And we'll pick an ambition. Oh, we could try and forge a bloodline on a guy who's infirm. We'll try. We've executed 30 people, we've won 8 foreign wars, and built 1 castle. So technically there's a bloodline in there somewhere. So yes, this is how one forges a bloodline. It takes a while. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones. Release you. The key point is our moral authority has gone up by 10% after all of that mess. Took a long time to get there, but it has succeeded. Unfortunately, the Pope, oddly enough, has the voice of Satan and is overall just not doing well. Being the Pope. I wish I had a lot more money. If I had a lot more money, I could do the build the castles. There's actually a really large benefit if you do the build the castle bloodline, from what I can tell. Pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I need money for that, and I need a lot of money for that. I need like almost 6,000 golds. Oof. There's no way we're gonna get that. Not in this guy's lifetime. But we can boost trade practices, which means we could upgrade the trade post a bit if we want to. Oh, apparently I can build another trade post in a province I don't necessarily own. Okay. Oh, I'm building it for this guy. Darn. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Ideally, I only want to build it in a province that I... Oh, wait, I own this one. Okay, there we go. So we'll get another trade post going. We'll actually get another 2 trade posts going, but only one will help me. It's a shame that Emperor Hades is going to die because he's a wonderful ruler and he's ruled for such a long time. The sun is okay, but not particularly good. Oh, good. I converted that province. The Pope gave me money for doing so. Awesome. Just what one wants to see. Free money. Free money. We should probably upgrade this trade post. Specifically the wealth. Takes money to make money. In real life and in game. More Princessite rebels. What a surprise. At least we arrived in time to save our vassals' retinue. Apparently we burnt them alive too. Delightful. Really should turn off the sounds of death because they're just slightly disturbing. Our son has now had a son. Still, unfortunately, a hedgehog. I was gonna try and marry him to a kitten, but that didn't work. Or betroth him to a kitten, but least we got an intelligent person in the family, slightly. Unfortunately, there's this defensive pact versus me, otherwise I could go fight some tiny little armies, tiny little nations, pick up like 1 or 2 provinces, and that would be good enough. But that won't work. So we will wait, try and make more money. I can build a trade province there, but I can't enhance it because it's only level 1 stuff. Oops. How typical. However, we do get quite a bit of money from that province. Oh. Going to banish this guy, steal 300 gold from him. Banishing people is the best way to make money, or ransoming them, I found. Making your base money income, you know, from month after month, you get, okay, a little bit more cash here and there. Not nearly as effective as arresting people, then ransoming them, and then banishing them. Fortunately, that would be against the will of the council. Still, another trade post, even if it's not to the full value of the current one we have, is another lovely source of income. 18 gold a month is really good. Although I'd like to get rid of that peasant unrest, because that reduces our trade income quite a bit. We have all these nice little bonuses of fireworks, guilds, centers of worship, glorious monuments, blast furnaces. It's all wonderful. Siege equipment tech. And our ruler has finally passed on. There we go. So, rest in peace, Emperor Hades. Emperor Jake will now take over. He's apparently a heretic, so we'll renounce that immediately, and then let's try and get this all set up. Okay, that's a proper one. Proper. We don't actually have a suit of armor, do we? Huh. Okay, I guess we need to build a suit of armor soon. Can we join the Hermetic Society? We can't. We're a member of a different society. What society? Oh, pause. What's going on here? Member of the Donatist Faithful. But we don't obey that faith anymore. Oh, but how do I do this? All known societies. The game is really struggling every time I open and close that. Now maybe it'll resolve itself. If not, it might crash. So, does, you'll know what happened. We will do focus on business, I think. This guy for a while. I think our actual combat strength and size of our levies should hold off rebellions. We'll see though. There we are. We can no longer be part of the Donatist Faithful. Good. We cannot join that because we do not have enough learning. I really should have taken learning then, shouldn't I have? Okay. No, we're not going to read the Donatist secrets. I suspect that's our wife. Oh no, it isn't actually. Somebody else is after us. Prestige is terrible. Anyway, we can help China. We can send a commander. Do we still have a scholar bureaucrat, or did he die as well? I think he did. Scholar bureaucrat or an engineer or a royal marriage. No, he's not eligible. Is our son out? No, our son is still too young. Let's do a scholar bureaucrat. Mainly because it will allow me to upgrade these provinces more efficiently. We may need to go kowtow just to get that modifier going. Come on. That's being built. That's being built. Anywhere we can spy in the entire world. Nope. As usual, if you play this game as a human player, you tend to get way ahead in tech, especially if you focus on it. It's a little bit unbalanced, but oh well. It's nice. I can kind of be assured I'm stronger than anybody else. We'll do a mercenary garrison. Yeah, the council's going to be very unhappy with me for a time. Look at all the factions. Stop creating factions. You're never going to get freedom. Anyhow, you know what? I think we'll end this here then. We've got a new ruler on the throne. He's not as gifted as his father was, but he's not incompetent either. We're off to a pretty good start. Once we stabilize things, specifically once the council is forced to be content again and no longer join factions, we may go off and kowtow in China, get that modifier going. Obviously, I'm focused on making money, so we'll see how that got. Somebody's passed on. Still no saints have been made, which is interesting. Very interesting. Hopefully this peasant unrest will go away soon. 2 years, okay. So thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully I'll get back to recording this at a slightly more regular schedule than between last episode and this episode. But we'll see. Cannot vassalize these guys. So I'm probably gonna end up fighting a couple wars here, get some more vassals, and then we'll see how things go. So thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.